Titty rhymes with lady.
Before we dive into Sean's and my reaction to G-I-DLE's Oh My God, which indeed blew our minds, have you guys checked out the In My Feels podcast with Dre and Emily I-DLE? It's a new podcast that launched at the end of 2019 that has exclusive, in-depth, and emotional interviews, including ASMR segments with K-pop stars and famous people in the K-pop industry. You can listen on any podcast platform, and as a premium follower of In My Feels on the Himalaya app, you can even enter in their many K-pop concert ticket and signed album giveaways, as well as see the full-length episodes for this podcast. All the musicians on my channel are standing on their tippy toes waiting for Emily and Dre to spotlight some producers and composers, but until then, I hope you guys make sure to check out In My Feels with Dre and Emily right after watching this video.
I just tell her words and I want her to say it because it's a better voice.
Exactly, I'm just a mouthpiece.
Hello everyone, my name is Umu and I'm React to the Case channel creator.
I'm Sean, React to the Case channel arranger, and welcome to our reaction to I-DLE's Oh My God. Umu and I socially distanced so hard that we are on different sides of the country, but we are each recording reactions and we'll talk after this.
So I hope this turns out well, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm absolutely terrified, like excited terrified, but I saw the trailers and I have not heard any of the audio, but this comeback looks like they just went all out, and so I-DLE looks like they're gonna kill it, so.
3, 2, 1. Okay, this was indeed the intro.
We're turning this up. Oh, I did not expect this to be the verse.
It's a nice abrupt leap up.
It's funky! First I was fearing for my life, and now I'm like...
Interesting choice to go halftime in the chorus.
Oh, that lower harmony.
Glad they gave this plenty of space.
Oh! So I really like looking dangerous things, huh? So much energy during this section. Which makes this hit more because we had so much rhythmic tension in the pre-chorus and then space and then hit where we went halftime, I believe this is, compared to the chorus. Or maybe even twice as slow. Ooh. Is this the bridge?
Okay. So that was where the whispers that they were hinting at in the previews were.
Meanwhile.
She showed me all the stars. So this is back to the beginning vibe. I like the form of the song. Oh, oh, that's the end. Okay. Woo! All right.
Okay, going in for a second listen. I had forgotten to put subtitles on the first time, so I'm gonna have them on this time.
3, 2, 1. What I love about this section is that we have absolutely no rhythmic drive other than da 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 in the vocals, and then we had like the bell and like one singular knot, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 with high pitched. Pretty high in the range, where in the chorus everything is really low. The more subdivisions, that's what's providing the energy and the faster rhythms. Oh, that is in the same range, but the bass makes it feel so much more low.
I kind of wish they filled this a little bit more. Like, I understand backing off from the verse compared to the intro because they need to leave some place to go. And like, it does have a bass, like it clearly has the bass note, but I wish there were a little bit more just either chord or just something filling out the sound spectrum like happened in the intro.
Nice ad-libs. That gets to me every time. Okay, this is the lion similarity. Da 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 da. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's different this time around. I don't remember those harmonies. Or the percussion? So they just build upon what they had before. Okay, this is the bridge. It is new vocal material.
I'm glad they're continuing from Lion, giving Shuhua some real lines.
Yeah, this is the pre-chorus instrumentation with the chorus. Her hands look like, if you guys watched Ruby, look like, I believe, Sapphire? No, what's her name?
I do like that they changed that a little bit at the end and had her slow down. Okay, can you hear me?
Hello!
Hello, you sound much better.
Would you like to go first?
Sure. I thought, I noticed one of the things that was in the chorus, the, oh my god, it's a very Soyeon thing, like she's had that slide into 5, or at least elaborating around 5, sorry, not 5, the dominant scale degree, the 5th scale degree. The conventional diatonic scales have 7 notes in them. The first one's called the tonic, and the 5th one's called the dominant, just counting up. And so Soyeon had a few songs where she'd have prominent melodies that were kind of moving around the dominant and elaborating into it. So like in La Ta Ta, I don't remember the words, but the da 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 is then sliding down from 5. In No, which is by CLC, which was performed by CLC, but is still composed by Soyeon, that has the da 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 da. And then Senorita, it's not quite so slidey, but it still has da 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 dun da da.
She really loves
da.
Degree 5.
Yep, and like this one's back to the sliding approach to it, which is more characteristic of La Ta Ta and No. But yeah, that's something that has like it's something I sort of think of as a stylistic characteristic. I mean, not that only appears in her songs, but it appears a lot more consistently in hers than anyone else's. Like one example outside would be a Love Shot has na 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 na. That is a slide into 5. That's an example outside of her music, but like I haven't heard anyone else like either as a group or I mean it really is her as a composer though, because she did it in a song for CLC. Like it's not just her idea of how G-Idol songs go, is how she tends to write melodic lines.
Also just going up and down that scale, like the bridge in this song. It's similar to the second verse of Lion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's I just find it so fascinating and also what's the word? Satisfying for a group to have a consistent sound, to have melodies or sounds to lock onto. But in the sense of G-Idle or Soyeon, is those certain motifs appear in all the music but in completely different contexts.
Yeah.
So you can pick it up and be like, oh, I recognize this from somewhere, but the instrumentation behind the concept completely different.
Right. Yeah, so, like they definitely like it's the big consistency that's not in all of G-Idle's music, but in a bit of it is the melodic, is those certain melodic patterns. But like they change style a lot, but melodic patterns can be imported to a lot of different styles. So like they could do plenty of things that are completely different from anything they've done so far, and she could still keep using those patterns.
Right. And then two other things that I wanted to talk about with this is I believe all choruses are different, right?
All the choruses?
Yeah. Because it's just, oh my god, with the bass the first time, then it's oh my god with harmonies the second time, and then the third time it's combined with the pre-chorus percussion.
Oh, okay. I hadn't noticed that combination.
It's the second and the first one, I'm not 100% sure whether they're different. Okay. I'm just going to quickly listen, not take my headphones off, but... Okay, there are harmonies the first time. Yeah, I think there are new background vocals in the second chorus.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, because the first chorus did feel very sparse. Like I was kind of I think partly just because the intro, while it's not like it's fairly austere, it's not like big thick chords, it still feels like a very full sound. And I was kind of wishing, like it's not surprising that the verse thins it out, because that's what's expected for a verse, is to leave space. But I was kind of wishing for a little more in the chorus, and it does make sense that it was kind of pacing across the choruses. Yes. I still kind of wish I wish they brought back, they did bring back the intro. Although I did like that that Minnie slows down on the final one, which just like, I mean, obviously slowing down at the end of a piece is really common, but not as much in pop, but really common in classical music. Yeah. Listen to the very end. And I thought that was a nice way of like making very clear that like this wasn't just copy pasted from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, I literally have no idea what this music video is about, but I love the aesthetics of the music and the soundscape of the music that supports what we saw on screen.
Yeah.
I thought it was a beautiful marriage of colors and textures in both music and visuals.
Like in the future, I want to pay more attention to it, and also I want to watch PD's video, because I assume they'll take apart a lot of how the music video would have been made, or something about that, because I assume in their 37 or 9 minute reaction they must have talked about that somewhere.
Alright folks, we've reached the end of this video. We are going to check out the 2 new B-sides released on this album, so that will be released in a few days. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.